I'm Mark Kessler with TK Sales. Y'all have a Windsor sensor 15-inch vacuum, and I'm going to go through the operations and how to maintain it. Great vacuum, lightweight handle. To rock it back, you pull the lever back and lower the handle. If you just rock it back, it'll still be locked, so you have to hold it and pull it back. On switch here, and just forward and back. To replace the bag, handle here, just pull it up, open it up, here's the bag, squeeze right here and it'll slide off. When you put the new one on, make sure it gets in the track. It's a little tight sometimes. And then slide in, make sure it goes all the way in. And if you watch this in relation to that, when we close the latch, you can see how it comes up in this gasket that seals against a gasket. Here is your motor intake filter. When this is starting to get gray, you can wipe it off with a rag, vacuum it, but once it's dark gray, you want to replace it. So you just put that in, shut the door, put the latch. It's that easy. You got an extension back tool on the back of the vacuum. You've got a crevice tool and an upholstery tool that just snap in and they'll fit on the end. If you get a clog in the machine, you can take the hose off, push this lever and the hose will actually come out. You can look through them, make sure there's no obstructions. If there are, you want to clear those out. Put this back in. If the clog is in the bottom, you can look down in the back hole there. And I'll show you underneath. There's a door here. You can open it up and be able to clear that section out. And if you look down in here, that's where the debris goes into the vacuum chamber. To clean that out, you may have to remove the brush here, which is very easy. No tools required. You've got a push button here. Watch this end door. You see it slide out. Take the bearing out. The brush can come out. That way you can clear hair or thread, whatever might be around it. And then that can get you down, and you can use a coat hanger to pull lint and clogs out.
Does that brush have only one way to go in?
Yes. This is the drive side. This is the bearing side. So it will only go in one way. Make sure it goes all the way in. And then this, just line that up and then snap it in. There is an exhaust filter here. Pull that and this door will come up. It's a little tight. This is replaceable. This is not so critical because it's the exhaust filter. This is going to get gray. It's on the exhaust. It's not as critical as the inside one. Your brush height adjustment is right here. 1 is the lowest. It goes up to 4, and you just will adjust it for the height of your carpet. A little more on that. There's 2 lights on the front. One of them is the brush. One of them is a full bag indicator. On the brush one, if you are running the vacuum in too high mode, let me just show you. I'm going to turn it on. Okay. Now, no light. other light that would come on is for a full bag, and it's an airflow. That light will come on when the bag is filled with airflow. The other thing you want to, these cords, you can have problems with the cords. This has a cord wrap on it. What you don't want to do is pull it down tight on your first wrap. That will pinch it right here and it will cause it to short these wires out. So when you wrap the cord, if you're going to use, there's two ways to wrap this cord. If you're going to use the wrap down here, you want to hold this up for your first wrap. And then you see how it creates slack in it, so it's not going to pinch it. And then you just continue to wrap it. These cords can get a corkscrew, and it's because you don't unplug it when you're wrapping it. So you always want to unplug it. Don't yank it out of the wall. You want to pull it out. When we wrap the cord now, that can spin. You don't want to wrap from that end up here because this end can't spin. And that can cause the wires inside the sheathing to twist, and that's where you get a corkscrewed cord. So if you're going to use the deal, hold it up for your first wrap. After that, you don't need to. And just wrap it. The other way, and when you got it, you can flip this out to pull it off quickly. So this can speed up getting it off. If you want to, you can just take it and loop it. Always from the machine to the end of the cord though. And this one's a new cord that's going to twist up. But once you do that, you can just hang it in there. And so that's y'all's choice. That's the two ways to wrap the cord up. That's pretty much it. It's a great machine. I think y'all will enjoy it.